seem to be back on. Ah, man, that really sucked. That really did suck. But okay, we're back on. So let's get started. Let's load our game. I got my tea over here, so I already boiled it, so we're good. Yeah, that really just threw me off. Like, it has to be because of the update. Or, you know, the worst case scenario, I might have to upgrade my my PC, and I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not the case. I ain't got the funds for that right now. All right, here we go. Yeah, so I wonder. I mean, we just started this mission, so I have no idea. Oh, looks like we're going the right direction. And here we go. Let me know if it's running choppy for you guys. Okay, good. It was looking a little laggy on my end. Oh, I did not know you could break out of the grab by transforming. That is a new discovery. At least for me. Oh, and he's over with. I honestly wish that she had her own bosses to fight, but back in the days when this game was created, a lot of developers love to reuse assets, which makes a lot of sense because the technology just wasn't there yet for them to be as efficient as they wanted to be. So I completely understand. There we go, infested tank, let's go. Let me see if my other button works. Nope, it doesn't work. Oh, crap. F5 chat. Oh, what if I get down? Can I still attack it? can't really hit me from this angle, so. Oh, so hitting him up top is a lot, it does a lot more damage. Ah, so Danny, I saw that you had some racing simulators in your on your clips. Do you do a lot of racing games or no? Let me see what's going on here. See if I can fix this. Let me see, why is this button not working? It's always something. It's always something. Hold on. There we go. Let's see now if I fixed it. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Okay, I think I fixed it. Let's see if it works now. Okay, there we go. Cool, cool, cool. So I have this plugin enabled that requires my WebSocket to be utilized for it to call onto it, the codes or whatever. Dora, welcome in. Dora, the creator, welcome in. Sorry for the late reply. So, oh, well, I lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, so it connects via WebSocket, and one of my plugins allows me to put marks on there, so I can like mark certain parts of the footage of the game. So yeah, I know I said a whole bunch of nothing, but I really did lose my train of thought there. Hello, please, money. Charlie, welcome in. Written, MKJ, welcome in. Said it's all good. So basically what I was trying to say is that there's something called WebSocket on OBS that allows you to utilize certain plugins in order for you to do certain things. So for me to use this feature here, where I enlarge the screen in order for me to, like, let's say I'm having a important discussion with you guys, I want to have me as the focal point, and then I blur the background. So that's automated to the touch of a button. And then I have this other plugin that I set to a button where I do what they call them. They call them marks or something like that, right? I forgot the actual name of it. But basically, it puts down a pin in your footage so you can refer to it later. Oh, okay. I'm here calling it marks. It's called markers. Duh. Like, come on. Yeah, it's called goddamn markers. Another thing I wished about Lucia is that I wish she had her own set of stages. Is that Lady? No, that's not Lady. That's Lucia. Yeah, Lady doesn't make an appearance until Devil May Cry 3. Which, technically, chronologically, she comes before Lucia, right? Because 3 is the first game chronologically. I mean, come to think of it, I don't even think they let you play as Lady in the main stories, right? I don't remember. It's been such a long time since I've played Devil May Cry. I've played the first 4, and then I never played 5. So Dora, have you played any of the Devil May Cry games? And same question goes for those who want to answer. Like, have you guys played any of the Devil May Cry games? Have you seen the adaptation that recently was released? If you have either watched or played the game, what did you like about it? What you disliked about it? What was your favorite one? You know, let your boy know. Oh wait, she doesn't go sliding like Dante? No. She goes through here. Alright, here we go, here we go. Okay, so she gets here before Dante, basically. Or, well, she gets to this area before Dante. Because this area, when Dante goes, explodes. Oh, you can play Lady and Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. Okay, that makes sense. I played the original. The Special Edition didn't come out until much later. Which I know that they have physical copies of that version on Play Asia. I'm gonna pick up a copy because it only came out digital in the US. Which is really odd because it's a physical copy in Europe and Asia, and they still got the English voice actors on there. So it sucks that we didn't get a physical copy of it. But that's alright. Thank God for the internet. Oh, and also thank you so much for the info, Dora. I appreciate that. Don't worry, in 2028, that'll become a lot more common. Oh, don't remind me, Telly. God damn it. Don't remind me, man. Don't remind me. Listen, honestly speaking, if that's the route they're going to take, which it seems like it's going to be definitive, then PS5 is probably, or Switch 2. Switch 2 is going to be my last console that I acquire. Now, I have an expansive library over here. I do dabble in some digital games, especially when they're indie titles. So I'm not going to act like I'm just throwing digital titles outright out the way or whatever. And I'm not going to sound hypocritical because I do have some digital games. If I was able to acquire them physically, I definitely would have. But you know, indie titles with their monetary hurdles, you want to support them, but they don't have the means to distribute their games accordingly like big companies do. So, you know, you kind of, at least me personally, I kind of wave that like, I don't want digital, but if I have to support an indie title who makes games more to my liking, then I will, right? But I basically say that to say, if they're going to push forward with this pure digital nonsense, I'm not with it. I have an expansive library. It's going to be really difficult. I'm pretty much guaranteeing that it's going to be pretty difficult to find physical media once they push this whole digital frenzy. So if I can save up enough money to buy the games that I want outright before that happens, then so be it. If not, then there's emulation, and if I wasn't meant to play it, then I just wasn't meant to play it. So, yeah. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, I mean, I'm sure Telly has, they started to change a lot of, not just video games, but they also changed things in movies as well. So, you know, there's been some movies that I watch on Netflix and I'm like, yo, that's not what actually happened. Or they took some stuff out, you know, and that's not right. Like, these games, you know, movies, etc., anything that falls into that same vein, it's a form of art, and I don't think it should be tampered with. You know, and I'm not speaking from like the perspective of like, you know, if you're gonna make movies come out on regular TV and the live audiences like are like kids and families, you're gonna want to alter that. I completely understand that, but if I'm going to pay for a subscription to watch as much movies how I want, when I want, then there's no reason why you guys should tamper with my overall experience of the movies that I have watched. The newer movies that I haven't been exposed to, I wouldn't be able to tell if they did anything with it. But movies that I've already watched, because let's be for real, all of us watch movies over and over again that we've seen before. I want to relive that experience. Like, I want to watch every aspect of what's happening. So yeah, it's ridiculous. You know, I just, and if we think about it, even further, right? We already know that they want a quick cash grab, and more importantly, they want ownership of what you have purchased, because you know, you purchasing digital media, you don't have ownership. You just have a borrowed license, because I'm pretty sure in the licensing agreement, there's some stuff in the fine print that's like, we can rescind your license of this game that you've purchased a while back. And then, not to mention, you have all these games being housed. We have to consider server space from the company, things like that. So they're going to alleviate quite a few games from their library, which will cause you to not have that. You know what I'm saying? So you might have it actually physical, well, not physical, but you might have the data on your system, right? But let's say that system goes kaput. You're shit out of luck. You're not getting that game back again. Like, you're not getting it at all if they took it away from their library. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something to consider. And I know a lot of people in like the current generation of gaming don't really care about that, because a lot of new people that are introduced into the gaming sphere kind of live in the now. It's like, okay, I'm gonna play this game for now. Then when the next big thing comes out, it's for now, and so on and so forth. But people like me who grew up on games and have been playing them to hell like 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I mean, the Dark Souls series, which I've played like 2, 3 times, every single game that was in that, well, with the exception of Elden Ring, because Elden Ring is a long ass game. It's really like, I could play that game for months in on end or whatever. But my point is that these games are not going to be there forever. So you're basically spending money on a license for maybe quite a few years, and then they're just going to take that shit from you. And that's ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. You know, if there was some insurance when it came to digital games, fine. Like, if you were guaranteed ownership of those digital games, the digital media, then okay. But it's just something about that experience growing up as a kid, going to Funko Land, going to Electronics Boutique, going to GameStop, right? Buying the game, looking at the front cover, looking at the back. You know, you take it up to the clerk, because, you know, they have the open copies without the game in there, the display copies of the cover. Going there, paying your money, and then, like, for those of you who live in metro areas, with me being a New Yorker, going on the train, opening up the plastic from that game, reading the manual, getting excited about the little blurbs of story that they give you, the little information about some of the characters that you're going to encounter, who is a part of your quest. Like, that was such a monumental moment for me, and it stays embedded in my nostalgia, right? Like, I don't know, a lot of you probably didn't really care, but I was really sad that they got rid of the manuals in video games. Like, I used to be really hyped to read those things, and then they got rid of that. And because of how prominent the internet is nowadays, right? There's no need for strategy guides. I used to love strategy guides, because not only did they help you in navigating through the game, they also gave you like little pieces of memorabilia for the game. They gave you posters, they gave you stickers. I remember, well, I didn't have money at the time, but my brother, who's, you know, significantly older than me, and he also is a gamer, when we had Pokemon Red and Blue, there was a strategy guide that had all the Pokemon stickers of their sprites, and it was a way for you to keep track of which Pokemon you caught in each version. So you would take that sticker and paste it on the book's Pokedex, and that's how you kept track of the Pokemon. Because in the first Pokemon game, there was no way, they didn't have the little like Pokeball to show that you've acquired that Pokemon already. So just little things like that, or the last not collectors, the last strategy guide I've purchased was Street Fighter V, which had a couple of posters of different characters. Like, I miss those things, you know what I'm saying? I really miss that. And that's always been a company strategy, right? Where they'll take bits and pieces of things that you are accustomed to getting in your purchase away. I mean, think about it. With games, they started with the manual. Then they started with the little things that came with the manual, right? Then now they're taking away the disc. Or you're getting collector's editions where they'll give you a steelbook case, but they won't give you the physical copy of the game. They'll give you a digital copy code of the game so that you can put into your system, right? And they do that so you can double dip. They're like, okay, well, you're gonna pay for the physical copy again. There's loopholes around that, but you know what, you get what I'm saying. And think about cell phones, right? They used to give you the phone along with the charger, the earphones, the headphones, excuse me, all of that. Then they took away the charger. They only give you the cable. It's ridiculous, man. It's crazy. And the thing is that they're only going to get away with what we let them. Like they take little by little to see where the stopping point is. So if enough people make a big fuss about PS5 going digital, and they hurt, PS6 going digital or whatever, and they hurt Sony's wallet, that's the only way they're gonna be like, well, yo, a lot of people still care about physical media. So maybe we should just keep the disc drive or whatever, or sell it separately again. Because we did it with Xbox. You saw what happened with that. Remember Xbox quite a few years ago, they were trying to push this same narrative, and people did that. And the irony behind it was Sony was making jokes about them. I don't know if you guys remember that iconic commercial where they showed I don't remember who the figures were at the time, but they was like, oh, here's how we share games, and then they handed a copy of the game to the person next to them. Like, that was hilarious. And here we are now in the future with Sony trying to adopt that same goddamn thing that they're trying to adopt that same thing. Oh yeah, you do, Telly, right? Yeah, like they were the ones that was spearheading the jokes. They were making fun of that. So basically, in a nutshell, Xbox had the right method. It was just the wrong time, from a business perspective, that is, because I don't support that method whatsoever. And then some people will be like, yo, well, Esoteric, you purchase a Steam Deck and blah blah blah, this and a third. That's pure digital media, right? But you could emulate a Steam Deck. Like, I can play all my old games on a Steam Deck, from Nintendo all the way up to now they're working on emulation for the PS4. So it's like, You know, not to mention the indie titles on the Steam Deck, right? Like, and Steam, excuse me, is the only company that I believe allows you to have up until a certain time to get rid of your copy of the game. So, you know, at least I respect them for that. And most of the indie titles are housed in on Steam, basically. I'm not sure where I need to go. No, I didn't want to leave. What did it change? I know I hit a switch, but what did it change? But yeah, you know, that's another thing too. Like, Steam has some really good freaking sales. But then also, my biggest concern is, like, will we still, for 20, 30, 40 years on out, will we still have access to those games? You know, I understand with physical media, there's a potential for cartridges to deteriorate, you know, CMOS batteries to die. That happened with my Pokemon games, and my data is gone or whatever. But, you know, I can still relive the experience. I could take it to somebody and replace the battery. You know, if I have children, I could let them experience what I was playing in the actual form that it was being played. I hope so, but it ain't guaranteed. It's digital, so yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right about that. And you know, there are some benefits to when it to digital games. You know, none of those benefits really apply to me. You know, because if I have to get a storage to put all my physical games, I will. But digital games allow you to have more space. You know, less clutter and whatnot. In terms of, let's say you have a handheld, right? If anything gets stolen, if your device gets stolen or you lose it, all your games are still there, you know, and as well as your saved data, right? So there are some minimal benefits to digital, but the ends don't justify the means, in my opinion. Like, the best thing Pokemon has done, or I guess the current gen consoles, is have your save data. You could save your data on the cloud. Because I would not want to lose my data in Pokemon ever again. it's always nice to own a physical copy rather than digital. Yeah, absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree. Like it, back in the days, they used to show a lot of love to physical media. Like even, I used to even love the designs on the discs themselves. Like if you look at the old school PlayStation 1 disc, if you look at the Sega Saturn disc, if you look at yeah, Sega Saturn, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PS3 was okay. PS3, my issue is that they had the big ass PlayStation logo on them, and like it covered like a third of the disc, and it was like just a whole layer of black. Yeah, if you look at those, you can appreciate the thought that went into the development of those covers on the disc and whatnot. And then another thing too is freaking Legend of Zelda. I remember owning all the gold cartridges. I remember Majora's Mask being holographic and lenticular, where when you moved it, oh shit, it came back. When you moved it, it was like the image was moving along with you. Like that's amazing. And that's also really good marketing, right? Because let's say if you're one of those gamers like me who don't know what to play, right? And you have all your games on your shelf lined up or whatnot, you're more inclined to pick up Zelda because it stands out from all the other great cartridges that you have sitting on your shelf. It's like, oh shit, I forgot about Ocarina of Time. I forgot about Link's The Adventures of Link. I forgot about what was it? Majora's Mask. Like, and then you play the game all over again just because the cartridge stood out to you. Or you had like the wrestling games, particularly No Mercy, which was a black cartridge on the 64. You know what I'm saying? Like, those things were great advertisement pieces. But no, you know, because they can make more money digital, and because a lot of people don't really care about, well, the suits and the corpos don't really care about gamers. They just care about how much money they can get from us. All of that stuff is deteriorating. Even the digital, not digital, even the collector's edition have become lackluster. Where am I supposed to go? Like, what am I missing here? Yeah, but thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk and my ramble about digital versus physical media. Like, I'm always gonna be passionate about that because it's like, it's something that I've grew up on. It's something that I'm accustomed to, which, you know, that doesn't really matter because that's preference, but it's just something that makes sense. Like, I think if you sit down with anybody but someone from corporate who's making a pretty penny off of digital media. I think if you argue and advocate for physical media, like, I don't see anybody being, you know, giving any pushback for it. You know, I could be wrong though. I'm pretty sure there are some people out there that are advocating for, you know, digital media, but, you know. What did I activate though? Like what? Oh, maybe I need to go back in the plane. Maybe I need to crash the plane like Dante. That's probably what it is. Nope. Am I supposed to like break these things? I have no idea. Yeah, I'm really not sure what I should be doing. Oh yeah, they definitely cutting costs, Dora. They are absolutely cutting costs. Because all they want to do is get more money. That's it. That's all they care about. At the end of the day, that's all they care about. And I don't mind people wanting to make more money, right? Like, if, you know, make as much money as you want, but at least respect the field that you're in, that you're making money for. You know, like that's why I respect someone like Iwata. He actually cared about video games. You know, when Nintendo was in their decline, my man's took a pay cut. Him along with other people, like developers and things around the company, they took a pay cut because they're passionate about what it is that they're doing, and they don't want to, and they also care about the market, the consumers who enjoy their games or who they have built a rapport with. But you just have people that's like, yeah, so we need to have more, we need to make more money. What can we do? We need loot boxes. Let's make loot boxes. It's like, which is another annoying thing in itself, right? Because the concept is okay, but it's how they utilize it. That's the problem that I have. How they utilize the concept of loot boxes, or acquiring points and stuff. Growing up, I remember that you had to essentially, oh, this is where I need to go. Growing up, you had to essentially earn anything extra that you received from video games. You wanted that character, you had to fight 8 people, including the boss. You wanted to get a super special character, you had to beat the game with everyone. You wanted to unlock their stories. Now it's just, oh, if you want the true ending, pay for this. It's crazy. They want to reach more people or new generation players, but they can also let us own a physical copy, you know, especially for old gamers. Yeah, that's absolutely a fact. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about new people who come into, doesn't matter what space it is, new people that come into certain spaces, right? And they want to be a part of those spaces. They should conform to the space rules, not the other way around, right? The only reason why that narrative seems to switch is because the people who are coming into the said spaces are the overwhelming margin, right? They're the ones that are eclipsing the people who've been in that space already, who already exist in that space. Like, there are way more casual gamers out there than they are, you know, avid gamers such as like you and myself. There are way more of them. So if they make a complaint, their complaint is going to be louder than our complaints, no matter how unreasonable they may be. So, and I understand to some degree when it comes to these types of like companies, it's like, well, at the end of the day, I do like the people who are loyal to us and who's been rolling with us since the beginning of time or whatever. However, expenses have gotten at an all-time high. I have a team that has family to feed. We have to bend the knee just so we can put food on the table. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that dynamic of it. But I also, in that same vein, I also feel as though, like, if they stood strong, if they stood 10 toes down as to what they believed in, like let's say the Souls games, right? Like Miyazaki. If they stood on their feet and they kept them planted, they would have to, if they wanted to be a part of the space, they would have to conform to the ways. It's like, no, we're not making Dark Souls easier for you. No, we're not making Elden Ring extremely co-op game. We're not doing that. We're not, you know what I'm saying? Even though it is co-op, but you get what I'm saying. You get my drift. You know, but that's the only reason why the narrative changed and why the casual group has the power and the say so is because they control more of the money that goes into these corpos' pockets. And the developers are probably like, I really don't want to do that. That's not something I'm passionate about. I actually play games, and I know the people who enjoy games don't like this type of mechanic, but they got the suits breathing down their necks, basically like, do it anyway or you're fired. So they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And it's kind of like those situations where we've all had it. We've all had it where you worked in customer service, right? And then you have an irate customer who's being a complete and total douchebag, a complete asshole. And you're following standard operating procedures. It's like, no, unfortunately, we can't do that for you. I'm sorry, there's nothing that I can do. And they're like, speak to your manager, right? And then the manager comes in, and instead of the manager having your back, they're like, oh, just give them what they want. That's the same narrative that's going on in these video game spaces. That's the same thing that's going on in corporations and whatnot. Like, they're bending the knee to these people because these people control their livelihood. It's like, no, I want that extra jet. I want to go to Cancun. but I don't want to do it with my money. I want to make it with the consumer's money. So you guys need to add that extra mechanic in the game because I want my golden parachute. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. It's when money is involved, money controls the narrative on all spaces. Like you see social media where like certain individuals go to the extreme, you know, doing things that are out of character just so they can make a buck. Because, you know, it's become so saturated and they became irrelevant that they need to do something extreme to remain relevant. It's pretty much what they do. And I'm sorry, but my integrity is way more important. You know, I'll work a job and I'll stream for the rest of my life if I have to. But there's no way in hell I'm gonna be like doing half the crazy shit that a lot of these creators be doing just to make a buck. Like, no, I don't want to look stupid online at people's expense just because I want to make money. Like, nah, I'm good off that. Oh, there goes another shard. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's the same cycle for all the corporations now. Yeah. Yeah. Like they say, money is the root of all evil. You know, money is the root of everything in this society. Like, money is the root of everything. You'll see people throw their morals out the window for a quick buck. I mean, let's take it a step farther, right? Almost all of us, like a large portion of people, if money wasn't a factor, they wouldn't be working the jobs that they're working now. I mean, let's be for real. Like, they wouldn't be working the jobs that they're working now. Like, I'm super passionate about tech, and I'm really excited, and I'm happy and excited for like the opportunity that I have. But there are other people that's like, all right, I'm sweeping floors because I need to make money. I need to put food on the table. If they had the option to not do that, of course they wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? They absolutely would not do it. You know, and even people who are making a lot of money doing some of the jobs that they do, if they can make that same amount of money doing something that they love, they absolutely would. They absolutely would. God, because she's so focused on the damn enemy up there. I really hate the targeting system in this game, man. It's so stupid. I really hate it. Like, you have to press a button to not target an enemy. It's auto targeting basically. Yeah, so it's such is life, man. What can we do about it, right? and all it takes is a little perseverance. Like, there are some difficult games out there, granted, but all it takes is a little patience and a little perseverance to want to learn the game and get better at it. You know, that's why I love the Souls games, because they teach you life lessons. You know, they teach you patience, they teach you perseverance, they teach you analytical skills. Like, you're learning so much life lessons playing Souls-like games that, like, how could you not like them? And I guess, you know, people could argue, well, these games are supposed to be enjoyable, and, you know, having a rough day at work and having to come home and deal with something of the same difficulty can be annoying. You know, I guess you can probably argue that, but I mean, come on now. It's just something about overcoming challenges for me where it's like, I love it, you know. Getting your ass beat hundreds of times against one boss and then to finally clear it is like, yo, you feel a sense of accomplishment. All it takes is patience and time, and you can play it over and over, try different builds, and yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, and it's like, come on. And then, if you don't want to play the game, you don't have to. But since, you know, people want to be included in everything, it's like now the game is tainted because the corporations want their money, so they're making changes of what the game used to be. Now they're making it to something completely different, and it's like, that's not what we signed up for. Like, back in the days, they used to do it for experimentation. Like, you had the very first Mario game, and then the second one took like a drastic turn because they wanted to, like, maybe like refine things or see if they can make a much better game than the first one and implement new ideas. And then when the people didn't really gravitate towards it, they decided to revert back to their old ways and build up on that. They did it with a lot of games. They did it with Super Mario 1 and Super Mario 2. They did it with Legend of Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, Adventures of Link. They did it with this game, right? Like, the first one was epic, and then this one is just a dumpster fire compared to the other games. So during that time, they were testing the waters, but now it's more like they're conforming to the majority who don't really give a shit about the game, and they're making changes accordingly for them. But it's like, you know, you don't have to play the game. Like, there are games out there that aren't my cup of tea. I don't play them. And I'm also not sitting there like, oh, well, the game isn't... I don't like the game, so you need to change it to fit my my entertainment. Like, I don't play League of Legends, right? I like the appeal, you know, the game looks fun in terms of like watching, but playing, nah, I don't play it. And I keep it like that. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna play it, but I'll watch it if I want to enjoy other people, you know, competing. Some people don't get that. Some people are like, you know, the game isn't for me, so I need to, or actually not I, y'all need to change it so that I can like the game. Oh my god, it's too hard. You guys need to make it easier. It's like, really? It's like, don't play the game. It's not meant for for you guys. It's meant for people who want to challenge themselves. You shouldn't. It'll make you hate people real quick. It's just crazy, man. It just sucks how people are. Damn it. Come on, I knew something was up there. I did that for a red orb? Really? Whatever. Can I get it from here? Nope. Oh, those guys look like, what they call them in Zelda? Keys. Yeah, keys. That's what they call them. And they don't drop any orbs. That sucks. They're trash for that. They don't enjoy a good game with campaign or narrative. I mean, I think. I mean, they kind of do, because you know, they love games like God of War. They love games like Horizon, Zero Dawn, and Forbidden West. Like, they love games like that. I think what the casual gamer doesn't like when it comes to games is ambiguity, right? Modern gamers or casual gamers, they don't like games with ambiguity, and it encompasses all aspects of said game. If they have to figure out what they have to do, like if it's not evident, you know, kind of like think about Mario, right? If it's clear, it's apparent that you need to jump over the hole in order to get to the next platform. But that's the extent of them wanting to figure out stuff, right? That's the extent of casual gaming for them. That's the extent of figuring out things on their end. They don't want a game where it's like, figure out this puzzle. Unless, you know, you have characters like Aloy who's going to narrate how to figure out the puzzle. What's the purpose of playing a game with puzzles if you're gonna have the character talk you through the puzzle? Like, I just hate that. But anyways, they want to be walked through puzzles. They want to be told every aspect of the story without any like, they don't like ambiguity. You know, they don't like any of that. If they have to figure out something, and you know, it takes them a while to figure it out, they don't like that. If they play a game and there's no waypoint, oh my god, they're gonna lose their minds. They are absolutely going to lose their minds. That's why there's an increase in games like Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Wilds, because, well, I mean, they had a significant decrease. But that's more so the people who were Monster Hunter fans prior to those two games. that's why there's an increase there, because those games have a lot more quality of life changes than its predecessors. That caters to the casual gamer, right? But if they want, like, I remember a lot of them playing World and then trying to play Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, because Generations Ultimate came out after Monster Hunter World. Well, technically, it came out in Japan before Monster Hunter World, which, you know, me and the guys, we were able to play because of reasons. I'm not going to get into that. Don't want to shoot myself in the foot. But in the US, it came out after Monster Hunter World. So a lot of people who came from World, whose first game was World, attempted to play Generations Ultimate, and they hated it. Like, they could not handle it, you know. It was like they really hated that game. And it's sad, because even though I must say that game is, compared to World and the quality of life changes that they presented, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is relatively difficult. There's a lot of cheap moments within that game. However, I would say, and I think a lot of people who've played Monster Hunter before World would back me on this, is that game has a lot more substance than Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Wilds, in my opinion. A lot more substance. You know, and not to be confused, I think Monster Hunter World is a phenomenal game. Monster Hunter Wilds, it would have been great if they didn't take away the difficulty. Or as the video that me and the fellas watch, they termed it friction, which is like the perfect term for what they did. It lacks friction. It would have been up there. I think it would have been as good of a game as World, but they messed that up. Now, I think there's supposed to be an expansion coming out in the future. I'm not certain as to how that's gonna play. I may give it a go. Maybe I might just be kicking myself in the ass or whatever. But I'll give it a try or whatever. Not immediately, but you know, when it kind of like settles in, then I'll probably do that. But yeah, I strongly believe that Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate carries a lot more weight and substance than Monster Hunter World. So yeah, but I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to take a quick break. You guys enjoy the jazzy Street Fighter themes, and I will be back in a minute. All right, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Notice how I didn't say I'm back, right? Because it's obvious I am. We spoke about that yesterday, so... So I gotta pat myself on the back for that one. Mission 6, The Protector, the King and the Truth. Start the mission. Who the hell is that? Heihachi Mishima.
Well, it appears that the defect is back.
Defect?
You are my creation.
Liar! Mathieu is my mother.
She merely found you when you were about to be disposed of, and then raised you as a soldier. Is that what you consider to be a mother?
No! I don't believe you.
Oh!
Look.
He said almighty push.
On your shoulder. Proof that you're a mannequin. Kai. That is your real name. Now, give me the arcanas. With them, my power will be complete, and I will become like the immortal Argosax. I will achieve absolute wisdom and transcend
All.
The world is already warned. Everything that belongs to the devils will eventually revert to its original form. Even you will betray your upbringing and turn on the humans. Accept it.
Oh, look, he even used lightning style like Heihachi. Okay, this part is a little bit new. Because last time he just got on the plane. So basically, all of this is happening before Dante gets here. But I did fight this boss before, right? If it's the same one. Yeah. I'm fighting Mothra. I like how she throw the daggers. That's pretty cool. Where's the moth at? Oh! I'm about to say, why is it still alive? Oh, okay, so it made more. I'll just let you all eat me so I can just kill y'all off easily. That makes life so much easier for me. Yeah, goodbye. Next. There we go. It makes it a lot easier, a lot more easier to do that than wait for them to burrow, then throw my knives at them, then wait for them to burrow again, and nah, I'm good. Are there any more healing orbs out here?
I was created. That's why I have this ability.
Oh, I see that blue stone.
Someday I'll attack humans. I have to go.
Oh, you can swim in this? I don't remember that. Or I have to lower the water. Yeah, I have to lower the water probably. Okay, so this area seems to be not different, but it's a different part of the area. Because I think Dante, when he got here, he was already at the bottom. Ah, you can swim. Okay. Okay, so you could only use the bombs. Not a fan of water levels? Too wet. Nah, I mean, they are okay for some games. I'm not a fan of them at all. Where are we going? Where are we going? I mean, you could throw knives straight, but you can't hit those enemies with the gun. Oh, the range is... Okay, the range is terrible. I don't remember this this game having any water stages. I'm actually shocked. Oh, that was it? Okay. I didn't know that was it. Holy and filthy at the same time. Some mysteries should be extinguished. Guidepost for the Protectors, Chapter 9, Clause 2. I'm gonna raise my daggers. There we go, that's what I was searching for. Man, look at these graphics. Oh, beautiful. The nostalgia. Magic stone with the heart of a swimming demon fish. Okay. Clyamore, swords for Lucia that have wide range. Okay, can I equip? Let me see. Nah, I'm gonna change them because I didn't even upgrade. Okay, swords. There we go. So far, so good. me see. Equip. All right, we gotta go up. Okay. I forgot there were little gems you could slot in. This game had systems that didn't even matter all that much. Yeah. I mean, this game packed quite a few things. They just did not pack the difficulty. Or they didn't associate any of the components that you got with like what's happening with the game. And you know, I always say this about the game, like it's not a bad game, it's just the weakest of the series. Oh, there's probably one in the middle. Oh, there we go. And let me also say, it's a good game for its time, because if this was made in this day and age, oh yeah, it would face a lot of scrutiny. Even if it was an indie title, I think it would have faced a lot of scrutiny too. And indie titles get a lot of leeway with some games. Okay, damn, I still haven't made enough money yet? I want to upgrade the daggers. he's invisible. Oh my goodness, I am. Get up! Oh, this guy's not too bad. Damn. The boss that you can't aim at. There we go. And he's done. Down for the count. So that's gonna open up. Yep, and it does. And end of mission. Yep, I figured. Ooh, C, bad grade. Okay, next mission. Defeat the prisoner in the abyss and hand the hunter the mysterious vessel. Guidepost for the protectors, chapter 9, Clouds 9. I don't think I'm ever gonna be using the bow gun. You can't even use it while you're on the surface, so it makes no sense upgrading it. At least they didn't make it first person like first. orb, come. Get over here. Yeah, my depth of field is like really bad. Really hard to see what's going on in this murky water. Oh, and that still hit me. Okay, so where am I going now? Am I going up? Yes, sir. We're going up. Alright, we're out of the water. Reflect my power. Okay. It's like deja vu. Not as fun as the first time I did it, but more water. A lot of jellyfish enemies. It like they just gonna keep coming. So. Oh boy, more water. At least they give you spaces in between. Now, how much space? Not a lot, but... Going up again. There we go. Let me see if there's anything else here. Alright guys, before we move forward, I'll be right back again. Gonna take another break. Let me pause this real quick. Alright, be right back. Alright, here we go, here we go. Light a blue flame, and then the way will be opened. Alright, this is interesting. Oh, I thought I had to swim through it, but clearly not. You know what? That's it. Wait, why can't I fly? Is it because I don't have the flying amulet on? Oh yeah, there we go. I guess I wasted my devil trigger for nothing. Okay. I mean, why are these activated? Oh, I guess they're activated for Dante? I don't know. Yeah, there's the part where Dante came from. Damn, he boxed me. That was it. Down goes Cyclops. There we go. So we meet up. The last of the Arcana.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Yes. Now we can stop Arius's ambition.
Whatever.
But actually, I do not deserve this power. Bring this to Mathieu for me. Please. I've got something that I need to take care of.
Dante kind of look a little like Sephiroth with short hair. At least that's how they made him look in this game. I don't even remember him having green eyes, actually. To prove its own identity, the Protector points a blade towards the decayed king.
For a defect, you show promise. But did you really think you could deceive me? Have you come back to me, Kai?
I'm Lucia. Don't call me Kai.
Then why did you come here? Let me guess. You seek my death.
Die!
The dialogue. Amazing. That was easy.
You lose, Kai.
Kill me!
That man is going to bring me the Arcana shortly. You will live to see that.
That's just a piece of crap.
Oh, Arcana.
Here's another 3 for you.
No!
Oh, you could see that he gave them the fake coin. Well, his coin, actually.
Crap like that doesn't interest me. But your swan song will.
You cannot win. Someone is holding.
Forget about me. Kill Arius.
Don't worry. I've got you.
Here we go. That was a quick battle. That mission was over real quick. Really, really quick.
Why did you save me? I was created by him,
Every hero has a weakness.
but the ritual was activated because of me.
There's still time.
We have until the sun is completely eclipsed. But how are you going to enter the building? The entrance is...
Where there's a will, right?
Mother,
Yes, it is true that we are not tied by blood. Our
No
ties
problem,
are
Kong.
bound by history
Welcome in.
and experience, which is much deeper than blood. Now go. Everything I know, I have passed on to you. You are my daughter.
Alright, so what we about to do, Lucia?
thank you, Mother.
Mission 10. 4 lights will open the sealed door, but will also invite the creepy to play. Oh my god, can you pay attention to the damn orb? Alright, fine. Okay, that opened up. Nice. What power is this? I wonder why they would give me a quick heart now. Is there a sphere up here? Okay. Oh my god, there's more. They gave me a nice chunk. Where are we? Alright, they just keep respawning. I just need to push forward and open up these. Yeah, let's just keep it moving. Alright, we took care of that one. 2 down, 2 to go. Alright, and one more left. Which I believe is over here. Ah, they have high striking power, really. Let's equip them and find out. Yeah, they're not bad. I might upgrade them. Damn, it's a whole bunch of them. I wonder if any of the elemental attacks are super effective against any of the enemies, because they don't really specify, like, who takes more damage from what. A lot of enemies. Okay, so I didn't go this way? Or did I just miss the orb that was... They over here playing Final Fantasy 14. Bunch of black mages. Okay, now I could reach the demon world. Let me... Oh, the same enemy. Okay. I thought they would have changed it up. He's fighting a bit different because I don't think he took out his scorpion tail. When I fought Dante. There we go. He's done. All right. On to the next mission. Oh, come on. Now this is where I gotta run the gauntlet. Okay. Yeah. trying to jump me. Oh. Oof. Damn. They definitely trying to jump me. Woo! We made it. I thought we would have had to do it all over again. I thought we would have had to fight that entire gauntlet again. Even though it seems to be a good way to make some orbs. Damn. Damn, he drop kicked me. Okay. I was doing some nice combos there. All right. Don't have enough orbs to get anything there, so we're just gonna keep going. That was a long hallway of nothing happening. I guess Dante already distorted the world, so... Right now she's just trying to catch up to him, that's my guess. I wonder how do I do that move? Where she goes on a relentless strike? I really want to figure that out. That's not a... It is a sacrilege, okay. I didn't think she'd get those because the world is distorted already. Alright, we got him. Wait, am I supposed to go this way? That's not where the elevator is it? Oh no, okay. Or is this where... Yeah, okay, okay. Oh boy. Now you're about to... Let me get these idiots out the way. Because I can't lock onto him unless I take them out, which is so... And they keep coming. Oh my god! Okay. Thank you, because they keep having me lock on to the others and not the appropriate enemy. Oh my... I don't want to lock onto you, like... That is so annoying, man. That is really annoying. You almost there, keep powering through. It's just so annoying. Like, why would they do that? Oh, thank goodness. There we go. Like, whose creative decision was it to be like, oh, okay, let's have them automatically lock to an enemy, and if they want to let go of the auto lock, then how about we let them push a button to not toggle it off, but to hold the button to... it's just dumb. It's just dumb. Who gave the green light to that? And I'm okay with the auto lock if it was more intuitive, but it's not. If I could cycle through enemies, the enemy I want to fight with the right stick, that would have been awesome. But they never thought about that until much later. Oh, the Trimagus, Magius, or whatever it's called. Yeah, the Trismagius. This is gonna be more difficult because I don't have a move like Dante where I'm rapid firing at these guys.
You fool. Everyone is destined to die.
That was a good point. Yo, this weapon is doing nothing to them. Oh, okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. By the next time they form, I should get them. Okay, now they're gonna form together. Yep. There we go. That was easy. That was easy. A white orb, a crystal with condensed demon tears. It will recover your magic power. Oh, I've never gotten that before. Oh, really? Why am I now getting that? Oh, they knocked me through the door. Wow. They now gave me that, which is crazy. It shouldn't have worked though.
You defeated Arius. There's just one thing left. Kill me. Kill me and everything will be over. I thought I was a descendant of the clan that protects Vie Marly. The ones who have the blood of the devils. But the truth is, I was created by Arius. I could become a monster and attack the humans at any time. Now, kill me. It's your job to hunt devils.
Man, look at all those graphics, man. Epic.
What? The ritual was incomplete. But the door to the demon world is... Wait. What are you doing?
My job is hunting devils.
Once you enter the demon world, you may never be able to return. I'll go. I'm expendable. You don't need to worry about me. I'm happy if I can die like a human.
No. Devils never cry.
But...
Let's leave it to fate. Heads, I go. Tails, you go. See you around.
Don't you want to hear the story about Sparta from Mathieu?
I know. He did the same thing. Hold on to
Double-sided.
my coin, Lucia.
Dante. Arius? It seems I have to finish him off myself.
Okay, different final boss. Alright. I'll be right back again, guys, so just stand by. Okay, here we go. I mean, this is what happens when you drink a lot of water, man. Gotta keep going to the restroom. But anyways, let's see what happens. Let's see what this boss is about. I did not remember that there's 2 different bosses. But yeah, I guess that's good that it's different. Let's go. I thought they would have taken the easy road and just said, oh, okay, it's Tails, so you go. Yeah, did he just clothesline me? Oh, don't tell me he's absorbed. Oh my goodness, okay. How do I do that? I would have loved to see this character in like a Marvel vs. Capcom, like Arius or Lucia, like. But the question is, are they memorable enough? Woo!
You are not human. You are just a monster. A monster that I created.
Dante told me. Devils never cry.
That's it? Yeah, I'll give the game that. They did have separate final bosses. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, oh, it was going to be Dante flips the coin. Oh, Tails. Alright, so you go on ahead. Oh, shit. What in the Resident Evil? Definitely looks like a Resident Evil final boss. Like the tyrant just became more grotesque. Yeah, I knew I had to watch out for his tail. They wouldn't have made it that easily. Looks like the final form nemesis. Yeah, it does, right? I was like, I know I'm not going crazy. It looks just like it.
must not worry, my dear. I am sure that he will return. Everything is just as it was with Sparta.
Oh my.
What is it, my dear?
It was a double head coin. Yeah.
Both sides are heads.
Heads, I go. Tails, you go.
It tricked me. That macho.
That macho. All right. All right, guys. So we finally beat both stories, both campaigns. I didn't remember much about it, so it felt like I was playing a new game for the first time, for the most part. But you guys know my take on this game. Like, it's not entirely a bad game. It just has the Dark Souls effect, where Dark Souls 2 is not a bad game, but compared to the others in the series, it's the weakest. That's Devil May Cry 2. I guess 2 is just something that doesn't work. Game of the year every year. Let's go. Ah. I wonder if it was a Game of the Year nominee. That's something interesting to find out. Or did it get any type of awards for E3? Was E3 a thing back in 2003? I don't remember. I'd be very surprised if it did. Yeah, it says it did not win any major industry awards. Yeah. Sounds about right. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Now let's look at the trophy guide for Devil May Cry 2. Let me take a look at that. Okay, so finish the game on hard mode, finish the game on Dante Must Die mode. Okay. Finish a game on any difficulty with Trish. I didn't know Trish was even a playable character. At least I don't remember. Trish will be unlocked as a playable character on both campaigns when you finish Dante's disc on hard mode. You have to finish either disc with her. She is available as a new costume. As so all your items and orbs carry over. Okay. Oh, she had his shop.
My job is hunting devils. Devils never cry. I know. He did the same thing.
But Sparta did come back.
Oh, snap. So the game had secret missions. I didn't know that. We didn't encounter not one secret mission. Achieve an S rank on any mission with Dante. Achieve an S rank on any mission with Lucia. Well, I don't know, Telly, because I think chronologically this Devil May Cry is considered the last one. So I wouldn't have expected her to make an appearance. As a matter of fact, that's what the internet for. Let's see. Devil May Cry games in chronological order. Oh, my bad. I was wrong. I thought it was the last one. It says the chronological order is Devil May Cry 3. Wait, hold on. Let me see. It's... Yeah, okay, so the chronological order is 3, 1, 2, 4, and 5. Okay, I thought 2 was last. Well, it makes sense. 2 was the last one before 4. Okay, so 3, 1, 2, 4, 5. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, she didn't make any appearances again. She'll probably make it in Devil May Cry 6. Let's go! It says sure. Lucia's costume change and mission select mode are now available. Okay. Bloody Palace is now available now. Enjoy the hard mode. Okay, cool. So we did it. Time to go to the intermission screen and close out, ladies and gents. All right. Okay, so we finally finished Devil May Cry 2. We've gotten the first one and the second one under our belt. And we're going to take a brief intermission. On Tuesday, we're going to play... let me close this out real quick before it starts making noise. We're going to take a brief intermission and we're going to play... Beast of Reincarnation, which was a game created by Game Freak. I believe Game Freak dabbled in other games besides Pokemon. They're well known for Pokemon, but I believe they've had other games under their belt. Either between Pokemon or prior to Pokemon. I can't recall. But I'm looking forward to playing that game. It looks pretty solid based on what I've seen in the videos. I want to see how Game Freak develops a game outside of their element after, you know, spending so much time on Pokemon for all these decades. That's pretty interesting. And again, it looks pretty good. Well, all in all, was still a fun stream. Looking forward to Beast of Reincarnation. Me too, Telly. I am too. You know, I just hope that the trailers isn't super hyped to the point where it's like, oh my god, I finally play it and it just sucks, you know? But we shall see. We shall see. Luckily, it's free on Xbox Game Pass. I have it pre-installed already. So all we're waiting for is the release date, which is next Tuesday. Or shall I say this Tuesday coming. But with that being said, folks, once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to follow, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. I primarily stream every Monday and Friday from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, as you can see, I do incorporate some impromptu streams here and there, such as the one today and as well as yesterday, right? Also, check out the socials. Okay, the links I provided in the chat has all the social media platforms listed right below me, i.e. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Discord. Again, there's a lot more content on Facebook and Instagram that I've been posting quite frequently. I am in the works of conducting some type of videos and content on the other platforms, and I'm gonna try my best to make Discord a little more dynamic. You know, maybe start talking about different conversations to allow people in there to engage and converse and chime in on the topics as well. Yeah, you know, I guess I'd have to be like a conversation starter there. So it has to start somewhere, right? I've seen a lot of content creators who have Discords, and there's a lot of autonomy going on where people are having their own side conversations. But I think they had to build it up to that point. And I need to get in the groove of making videos for the other platforms. So far, the only thing I've been doing was video game trivia. That's the most consistent that I've been in terms of content. But I plan to do better, guys. So stay tuned. Things are coming. Great things are coming on the horizon. So yeah, just be sure to be there for the ride, right? So again, I'm gonna be signing off. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night. I will see you guys next week, Tuesday. I don't know if I'll be streaming on Monday. It depends. And if I do stream on Monday, it's gonna be something small, something that's not too much of an investment, because again, Tuesday we're gonna be playing some Beasts of Reincarnation. Yeah, no, it'll be too late. I was about to say maybe I might stream after 12, and that will be my Monday stream. But I'm not gonna do that. I'll just rather wait till Tuesday night, and we can get a full 4 hours in. So again, guys, once again, thank you so much. Arigato. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night. And last but certainly not least, if it ain't gaming, it ain't logical, folks. Peace. I'll see y'all on the next stream. Take care.